AI player, Rome Pill, my boy Uzi. Like my granny, we still by my cousin. Digging, but ain't searching for gold. I know I'm looking for something. I'ma ride that red eye. Like a stack them much like ain't no more. We be
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Twin Cities, Minneapolis, is the scene for the Trailblazers. One of the most fearless point guards in the entire NBA, Damian Lillard, looks to make it his time as they wind up for action at Target Center. Blazers, Timberwolves, only on 2K Sports. Well, we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. And a quick look at how the Minnesota Timberwolves schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the Portland Trailblazers. We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks. Star players move around more than ever, it seems, but guys like Damian Lillard are emulating legends like Dirk Nowitzki, who stayed put in Dallas his whole career. Dame said, "I'm not loyal to a fault. I'm loyal to the person that I am. I want this city to feel what it's like winning the championship after such a long time." Kevin?
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Opening day, C-Web, which types of teams tend to begin the season hot?
Well, teams that return a lot of players, Kevin, that have that familiarity. I mean, squads with health on their side.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. And for the Timberwolves, Malik Beasley out there with D'Angelo Russell. Then there's Edwards. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4 slot. And the Trailblazers start out with the ball. Now Lillard. It's McCollum on the wing, beyond the arc, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got the first bucket of the night, a 3-pointer for Portland. Beasley outside. Back to Russell. To the left wing. Here's Edwards. The layup missed.
And Yusuf Nurkic, missing a whole calendar year not too long ago, was still involved with the team during that stretch and was a fixture on their bench.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Nurkic. But, hey, bro, you had some wild shirts on the sideline. I couldn't even watch the game. You was over there dizzying cats up. But I know you were doing your thing, but he would use clothing to call out other players, teams, and commentators. Nurkic doesn't mince words, and I'm glad he's back and playing.
And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And you know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Here's Lillard. Beasley with the steal.
Playing a little cornerback here. Anticipates the pass and jumps the route.
You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
Now here's Lillard. Knocks down the 3 ball.
You better play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
And here's Russell. Outside, Towns. Shot clock at 6. Beasley, the pass to Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here's Lillard. The pass to Powell. The tray. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
A nice start for them offensively. 3 of 4 to kick things off.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Edwards against Powell. Kept alive. Goes back up. Kicks it out to Beasley. Pass to Russell. Down low. Vanderbilt. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Oh, what a slick playmaker. Russell doesn't miss many chances to create an easy bucket for a teammate.
Russell against Lillard. Pass to Covington. Here's Powell. 3-pointer. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Now, that's how you lead your teammate into an easy scoring chance. I love that assist.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Powell against Edwards. Powell kicks to Lillard. Back to Powell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Powell. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
The feed to Jones, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Over Jones. Hernan Gomez, no good. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Cantor. They get it back. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
And how about the timing on the backboards there from Chris? Has the size and quickness to be a problem.
1:11 left in the first quarter of the game. paint. Here's Hernan Gomez. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
Take a look at some numbers for Rubio. Good season for him last year. 4th in assists, and he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace, he was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
Now here's Thomas. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Passes it to Simons. Buries it down low.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. To the left side wing. Hernan Gomez down low. Covered by Chris. Here's Rubio. Buries it from 3-point range.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Yeah, this is what you love to see. Both teams going at it, working to get to their spots and cashing in.
We'll return shortly. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing when it comes to developing his leadership skills.
I think it comes from being in a big family. You know, as a kid, I would go to my grandmother's house, and I had a bunch of older cousins, a few younger cousins, boys and girls, and we had to make sure everybody ate. We had to make sure everybody was comfortable, everybody felt safe.
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
They're just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run to expend the energy.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Ricky Rubio. Also Isaiah Thomas out there. And it's Noel in at the 3 spot. A nice shot by Simons. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Thomas dishes to Towns. Shoots over Cantor. Hits the close range jumper. Towns has got the lead up to 1 now for Minnesota.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
And a wide open look for McCollum. A three-pointer is right on target. McCollum's got his second bucket tonight.
He's a volume three-point shooter. McCollum looks to take this shot often for this very reason.
Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back
George
to, how
Hill.
about Kobe going to the Lakers? McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
A different look now for Portland. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Chris. And it's Damian Lillard in for Anthony Simons. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. And there's the pass to Vanderbilt. Shoots over Covington. Another miss by Minnesota. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use. And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight.
The long arms, the positioning. Towns is excellent at knowing how to gobble up those second chance opportunities.
And Nurkic, the bucket on the assist by Lillard. Nurkic has got his first points of the night. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season, the Blazers were beset by injuries, and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Lillard.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%?
free throw good. Russell.
I look at D'Angelo Russell. I mean, I admire what he's done to improve his game. Despite all the noise, D'Lo has gotten better each year since entering the league at just 19 years old.
And so Russell hits them both. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Russell against Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
And once Lillard hits the ground running, he's ready to throw it down. The D has got to step in front of him to prevent that.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Outside, Russell. Out left to the wing. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Oh, that's a tough shot. I mean, you have to have confidence in your abilities to even take it.
Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Three-pointer, Lillard. He's now 2 for 3 with that miss. Minnesota's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Timberwolves passing it around. Russell with a wide-open look. And another 3 for Minnesota.
There's Russell's strong decision making. He knows he has to be decisive on the catch and shoot.
Lillard on top. He's guarded by Russell. Pass to Nurkic. Over Towns. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds in this game. Russell. Great positioning on the putback. Now it's a 4-point Timberwolves lead.
Oh, man, this is why the team can rely on Russell. He's always ready to do what it takes to finish the play.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold. And anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Isaiah Thomas is checked in for Myleague. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic, and it's Powell in for Derek Jones. Lillard against Thomas. McCollum fires from way outside. Offensive rebound. Here's Kanter, and Kanter throws it down.
Now, that's the staple of Kanter's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
Also looking it over. Left side, Towns. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Enes Kanter. And last season, Karl Anthony Towns shooting over 40% from three-point range with over 8 attempts a game. I mean, Greg, he is in the conversation, don't you think, for best three-point shooting center of all time?
It's amazing, Kevin. His volume of threes is unprecedented for the center position. And it's not just standstill. Catch and shoot triples. He's hitting step backs. He could have that title when it's all said and done.
And the first one drops.
For a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
And so he hits both.
And the Timberwolves have made it clear Karl Anthony Towns is their franchise player. He's the guy they're building around.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Pass to Powell. Now here's Covington. 56 seconds left here in the second. Cantor. And that one clearly a foul. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Craig. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in air. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. There's 48 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
McCollum right side. This one for 3. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one. Minnesota leading by 3. Here's Russell with the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got his 6th rebound on the night. The shot by Lillard, wide open. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
Lillard plays with great pace. He's outstanding at knowing when to pull up off the dribble.
Outside Thomas. For the 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Lillard outside. A 3 from McCollum. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Minnesota on top, leading by a point. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota. They were always within striking distance. 5 points was their biggest deficit. And by just a fraction, they got the better of the action in the second quarter. And, Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
Well, one area where they have had the upper hand is scoring off the bench. When the second unit guys have come in, they brought a lot of energy with them. And that's what you need from your reserves, energy. And they gave a lot of energy and a big show.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
They didn't play it too safe. They made some really nice shots. Those are some much-needed points. And it keeps them right in the game. As long as they stay on the same page and keep working together, they got a great chance to take control of this game.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Let's go to Kevin Harlan.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. It's been a clinic out there with D'Angelo Russell.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. Getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Vanderbilt misses.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Lillard with the bucket.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
Minnesota's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. Here's Edwards. Nurkic with the block. They get it back. Kicks to Edwards. And it's Russell in the corner. Clock at 6. Portland grabs the miss.
Slow to get warm after the break. 0 for 3 now. Maybe they need an early timeout just to try to settle things down.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. The Timberwolves were fined last season for resting D'Angelo Russell on the road in a nationally televised game. Minnesota said, we're a player-centric organization that's focused on learning and optimizing our players' bodies. Guys, they do seem willing to pay a fine here or there to protect their players' health. Back to you.
Well, as a player, how couldn't you like that? Always watching out for it. David, thank you for that one. Covington with the bucket. Covington's got his second basket of the night.
And it's clear Covington isn't bashful. He welcomes any opportunity he gets to score inside.
Minnesota calls timeout. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Gomez, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Ricky Rubio comes in for D'Angelo Russell. Chris, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. Here's Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Oh, that's good.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Rubio the pass to Beasley. Shot to stop the run. But they recover it.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboards.
McCollum outside. The pass to Chris. Floats it up there for Nurkic. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
They've been a more cohesive team over this stretch, and then that helps account for their lead.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, easy call.
For Minnesota, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good, Edwards. And so he makes both from the line. Here's Simons, and here's Portland. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. From outside the arc, McCollum, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Trailblazers leading by 5. McCollum outside. Has to foul. Towns with the steal. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket. And Edwards with the stop.
And how about Towns' activity level there? Sensing an opportunity and going for it on the steal.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. From deep. Portland again missing. Timberwolves have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus.
Oh, the power on that prudent.
No, it's never really easy trying to guard Nurkic. I mean, even when you get physical, he just stays with it.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Noel's checked in, and Thomas subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Portland also making some changes. Cantor comes in for Marquise Chris, and Damian Lillard is subbed in for McCollum. Free throw good. Your pitch.
Still young with loads of upside. Nurkic is comfortable playing the enforcer. I mean, you can tell he wants to keep improving.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And here's a look at some stats for Damian Lillard. Coming off a terrific season. How about 30 points per game, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. And he has been passing the ball like a virtuoso. That's what really stands out about these recent performances.
Hey, every symphony needs a conductor. He unifies his teammates, sets the tempo, and they make some sweet, sweet music.
Free throw good, Edwards. So he gets them both.
I like that he's playing with an edge here in the second half. I mean, he didn't get to the line once in the first half.
Powell, no one around him, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Powell's got 6 here in this quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Well, when he's hitting from range on a consistent basis, it makes everything easier offensively.
And so far in the second half, this has been a different kind of game than what we saw early on.
This game has come to life. They're out there battling out. We didn't see this in the first half.
Lillard from outside. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
His field goal percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor. How about this turnaround? He played a fringe role in the first half, and now he's the man for them.
There's a minute left in the third quarter. Edwards against Powell. To the wing on the left. 3-pointer, Lillard. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Thomas with the ball. Towns down low. He's against Cantor. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Enes Kanter. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. Minnesota making some changes. Vanderbilt's checked in, and D'Angelo Russell subbed in for Edwards. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Covington's checked in.
Find the lane. Find the lane. Good shot.
Portland leading. Lillard surveying the D. Got a hand on it. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game. Out to the wing. Russell left side. Back to Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Noel. Here's Vanderbilt, and he goes in for the dunk. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
We'll take a quick break, and then back to the action here. And it's time to break of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Isaiah Thomas. He's out there with D'Angelo Russell. And it's Noel into the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Here's Cantor. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Minnesota calls timeout.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the most subtle moves that make the biggest difference.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during that break, Minnesota's coach had some words for his team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
That's just the game of finding an open man. We talk about how Thomas challenges your defense. He has the quickness, but also the poise.
Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Malik Beasley, he's checked in for Minnesota. A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
whistle the open look, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. And now a 3-point Minnesota lead.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
A three from McCollum. It's good from long range. McCollum's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
And Covington sends it back. Lillard with it. Now Thomas defending. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years. A career high in assists.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. This team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
Throw good, Damian Lillard.
A rapper off the court, number 0 from the town, an elite point guard. He has plenty of personality. He's a fun guy to be around.
Minnesota making a switch here. Rubio's checked in. The free throw's good from Lillard.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
So it's Rubio bringing it up for Minnesota. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the second of 5 straight played at home. Beasley right side. Lays it up off the glass.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Trailblazers shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Lillard against Russell. Here's Covington. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got assist number 7 for him tonight. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Now, here's Rubio. Beasley outside. To the middle. Here's Vanderbilt. He's off on that one. Good D by Covington. Portland leading. Lillard outside. Here's Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
When you pair Cantor's strong frame with his scorer's mentality, you get a guy to love.
Rubio the pass to Russell. Lets it go with the 3. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
So it's the Timberwolves now. 6-point game. Rubio outside. From deep. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
And it's Lillard missing.
Even though he's going ice cold, he keeps shooting. And it's late enough in the game for him to recognize this is a better option.
No good on that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. He feeds it to Covington. A 3 from McCollum. Drills the three-pointer. McCollum's got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
You gotta know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on him.
And the Timberwolves call timing.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, they have to regroup and revisit their strategy at the defensive end.
look at the New Balance player of the game, Damian Lillard.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. Timberwolves trail by 9. Russell dishes to Beasley. Back to Russell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, your son's been drafted. You were drafted in the NBA. As you look back on the process that you went through and your son Cole has gone through, what are some of the flags? What are some of the things that stand out to you?
Take a break.
First and foremost, boy, how time flies. I mean, it wasn't that long ago, at least it feels like, that they were calling my name on draft night. But
91, right?
Yeah.
91.
You know, every stage of life, though, has its joys. And listen, to play the game I love and now see him playing it at this level, it's truly a blessing. And in his case, he probably loves it even more. You know, he didn't grow up the way I did. He grew up just with a true love and passion for the game. So it's humbling and obviously something that I take great pride in.
You were taken out of UNLV 1991, number 12 overall. Remember it like it was yesterday. And so Russell hits them both. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Lillard against Russell. Lillard at 10. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
So crafty to drive it to the rim. Whether it's scoring or getting to the line, Lillard simply makes the plays.
Drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Here's Russell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Damian Lillard.
Oh, smart, smooth guard. Russell is so good at keeping defenders off balance.
Taking 2 shots. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that brings them within 8. And so Russell hits them both. 1:44 left in the 4th quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And it goes down 2 points. Nurkic has got the lead up to 9 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, when you see the hard-working mentality of Nurkic, I mean, love how assertive he is on the offensive board.
Chalk up 2 there.
It's just been one of those nights from he got into the floor of the game and has not lost his touch.
Russell against Lillard. From downtown. Here's Nurkic. That one good for 2. Nurkic has got 9 points now in just the second half.
A physical player with a large frame. Nurkic was seemingly unbothered for the contact.
There's the triple. Edwards can't hit. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9.
And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Trailblazers.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Lillard.
What a teammate he was tonight, setting guys up for layups and open jumpers on what seemed like every possession.
The shot by Powell, no good.
When D forgets about him on the perimeter, they're playing with fire. Lucky they don't get burned here.
That bucket in no time at all.
This is why the ball is in Russell's hands. Whoa, this guy does have ice in his face.
And that's an intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, putting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Minnesota with the ball.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Well, it's tough, man. When you get to this point in the game, you fought hard, did your best, but it wasn't enough.
So it's Portland winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Damian, it looks like this team's progress can be measured by your improvement at the defensive end. Do we see that tonight?
We made some mistakes like every other basketball team does, but I think we did a great job of making adjustments. We got a little more physical. We did a great job of that.
That led to a big win, Damian. Thanks for your time, man. Kevin?
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.